Alright, so how's it going everybody? Hope you're all doing well. And there has been that GPU that's been going for I believe $170. And yeah, this is what we'll be discussing today. This is the RX 5600 6GB GPU non-XT. This one is on Amazon right now for $150 after the coupon that you'd add. And yeah, here we are going to discuss how fast this GPU is and how far away from the competition in the market right now. So hey, press that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos of that kind, and without wasting any further ado, let's get to it. So if you don't know what's the RX 5600 XT in the first place, this was a GPU that has been released from AMD themselves. This is the generation that came right after the RX 580, 590 GPUs. Now, it's kind of performing the same, the 5600 XT, kind of performing equivalent to something like an RTX 2060, somewhere near an RTX 2060 Super at some instances. And it was a pretty decent GPU. The only caveat is it wasn't in the best territory when it came to the price for the performance. Like, why would you go for it if you could get the access to something like an RTX 2060 Super? And it feels like the same way now. It's on AliExpress for $130, but why would you get it if you can spend that extra money and get something like an RX 6600 or RX 5700 and an 8GB GPU? So this kind of falls around the same territory. This is the 5600. Now, there hasn't been a 5600 that has released from AMD themselves. This is actually or like official launch, you know, when it comes to gaming. This is more of an OEM GPU, and when it comes to what you are gonna see right now, in terms of tech power up review or tech power up spec sheet, this is close to something like a GTX 1660 Super in terms of performance. So getting a GTX 1660 Super for $150 type of performance is pretty good, especially that this is relatively brand new, and you know, used 1660 Supers right now goes for like, I believe, $100. So this is something. Now when you look at benchmarks, and there's only one channel, and this is not an English channel, I believe European one, which is called MGX benchmark, where it's shown the RX 5600 non-XT compared to the 5500 XT, and I will leave a link to the other benchmarks. He actually compared it to something like a GTX 1650 also, and he compared it to I believe I think yeah, the RX 5700, and there was a difference. But as you can see from the benchmarks in general, we were looking at around, I believe, 30% differences in some games. So this shows you how good of a difference actually this compared to a 5500 XT 8GB GPU. So all in all, I think for $150, if you don't wanna go AliExpress route, if you don't wanna go the used route, this is a reliable, trusty GPU. Like, don't be scared, you know. And if you wanna get into tweaking much further, I'm pretty sure you can flash the BIOS to like a 5600 XT, but I would never recommend something like that. So yeah, that's been it. If you like the video, press on that like button. If you want to see more reviews of that, can subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.